States. Remember the League of Nations, the predecessor of the United Nations? The United States was not a member.
Hush, Mama.
Okay.
Again, I just Brian, if you show up there and all these other people and they didn't want that, they'll be pissed. For whatever reason, I don't know what political game, not to, you know what I mean? And that, and I'm Miami or what now? I'll ask her how many on the phone. I say that politically without giving a speech. Right now, there's only 11 people, only 11 participants right now. Where's everybody?
What's up, Laura? Mute. Unmute yourself.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Nothing. Eating breakfast. I'm like half asleep.
Me too.
Hello, hello.
What's up, Sharon?
How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, hanging in here.
Good. Good. Hold on, I'm just looking for a certain documents I want to show everybody. Just looking. Just give me 2 minutes.
Okay, thanks.
Laura, pull up the files and type in mortgage discharge and tag IRS tax discharge and see what pops up real quick. Because they fucked with me.
You see anything there? You're muted too. You're muted. You're muted. I can't hear you.
I was looking at my stuff, but in some of them, they had a proof of life in there, and I was gonna show that proof of life instead of the one that Jay has, because Jay's. I'll find it and send it out. I thought I had the folder right here, but I don't.
Okay.
It's a zip folder. I don't know where it went because I'm looking at my folders usually in PJ Docs. PJ Docs, and that shit in PJ Docs. So, all right. I got Pat here. I got Cody's there. I got Jean's there. Trust setup. UCC contract. I don't have my. I had a thing that said zip, and it had a bunch of like discharges in it. But it had proof. It had the Cessna KV Act with the proof of life shit with it. And I was gonna show that shit, but I don't know. I can't find it. So I'll go back to Scribe. I'll re-download it. All right. So look, we'll recap. No more indictments, I guess, even though they work. But they're gonna. When me and Laura started getting the indictments in, they started hitting us with certificate of interested persons, all this other bullshit. So the girls told me, Tara and Tosh, they told me 30-day tort, 30-day default to the notary, get the Q-SIP, and then I put a letter together for Patricia. And here, Laura, let me share my screen. I'll show them something. Let's see. Oops. I'm gonna exit out of it. Q-SIPs. The reason why the Q-SIP is the end game and most important to stopping your foreclosure, stopping your traffic tickets, stopping your student loans is because even the fact that after you had them their, promissory note, whatever you sign, application, and just left the shit there, they took more securities out, turned them into bonds, and then attached the Q-SIP and put it into a fund and started selling that shit internationally, right? So once you get your Q-SIP, you'll see how much the fund is worth that it's attached to. And when you send them, say, hey, we got this fucking CUSIP about to liquidate that fund, they ain't gonna let you do that shit. You see what I'm saying? Because they're not losing like that. So that's where they're gonna settle with you. That's what I'm told. But first, you have to, like I was saying, you have to exhaust your private administrative procedure. But instead of you sending it out, you have to have a notary send it out. And then when you're dealing with court, especially, the notary send it because that's how another way you come in privately and internationally. I don't have to go to DC no more. I just got to go down to New York and go to the Australian consulate and just expatriate there. So that's what I'll be doing next week. Birth certificates is done. I'm gonna show you who I'm mailing them to. I got them all filled out. I'm having class next week. It's gonna be an endgame class. I'm gonna destroy the whole cabal. I took a few weeks off to get like an overview look of like everything, because everything was getting fucking crazy. You know what I mean? I was working hard on indictments, and then these two chicks pulled in sideways and was like, well, why don't you just do an international complaint in international court? And I was like, okay. And so when I talk to you about Standard Form 95, this is where you get injured. And an international complaint, you're not going into court. So you're just sending your complaint in because you were injured. How were you injured? Depends on your situation. If you got pulled over and you were, kidnapped without being brought before a notary or a judge, these aren't judges, they're just notaries. They're just doing business as a judge. I have a, hold on, here's the website. I can't see it. I'll email you guys so you guys can have this. This is what she sent me. Oh my gosh. So if you're in a foreclosure or a mortgage, they stole your name, right? So now I know how to find the CUSIPs. I'll talk to Tara. I don't know if she wants to bring you guys in and give her your plug. But it's $125 or $200 per CUSIP search. I forgot what she told me. But I believe Mark knows how to look up the CUSIPs on Fidelity. He knows how to work the website. Mark Chester, he knows how to work the website. I have a couple other websites from these books, the bond investment one and the high power investing one. So I'm checking out this weekend. They're shutting the IRS down, I think. They're doing a reinstatement of gold back money, which is fine. Unisigil convention still stands. Like I said, you can always create your money. You guys are creators. You guys will be running companies and funding your own company. The expatriation doesn't give you shit to your account. It just gives you your immunities and shit like that. You have to link your DTC to your TDAs. That's what gets you to your master account, is the DTC. You want to be a DTC participant, and you need a portal at NASDAQ. So once I'm calling next week to NASDAQ, because I think I've had the grasp on what the fuck the portal is and what I'm going to utilize it for. And then after that, I'm pretty sure you guys can just start sending me international promissory notes or bills of exchange, and I can just take that shit in and deposit my shit. All right, so Laurel, go over here, I'll pull this up. So this is this is how you discharge shit. This is how you get rid of shit. Same thing, indictment. This is your counterclaim. There's no difference. It's all the same shit. It's just an international complaint in court. It's the least resistance. It's the fastest. It's 30 days. We don't have to wait for bond secure. We don't have to insure shit. We just send them the true bill. Tort. We're injured. Still admiralty. The tort claims have teeth. Indictments can get drawn out. These lawyers know how to draw shit out, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I was 90 days. What more do you need? from what they're teaching me, and from what I see, just regular people trying to go into federal court, they probably pull out forms and statute or federal rules of civil procedure that they could throw at you just to prolong time. I mean, you'll learn. I'm sure by the time you're at the end of it, you learn a lot of shit, but nobody's got time for that. What? Oh, I'm talking to the dog. So Gene used to talk about it's just a conditional acceptance upon proof of claim, then you default them through the notary because they're never going to answer you. So their silence of acquiescence is the answer. You default them. Take the default to the Secretary of State. She's going to give you a certificate. This is my next step. This is what I'll be doing. The person that's showing me all this shit. So you're going to get you're going to get a file number. You take that file number into Superior Court. You get a declaratory judgment on default. Take the default, there's going to be a QSIP attached to it. You put the QSIP on a bond, UCC1 it, and then you assign it to your Treasury account on a UCC3. And then you deposit into one of your brokerage accounts or split it up in your investment accounts, cash management accounts. I showed Laurel. How many of you had the brokerage account set up at Fidelity?
Yeah, we have it. No, I have it set up. I was like, I've been right on your heels about this every time. This is Mary. And I'm over here going, did you guys see my Form 95, my 211, my 13?
I've seen it. It looks good.
Okay. So I just need to know the stupid, how do I monetize? Where do I get a QSIP?
I'm about to show you today. Laura, did you send the link to Brian?
Yes.
This dude's over here.
Yeah.
Texting me saying he didn't get the link. All right, so the first thing is I got to find this thing first, the conditional acceptance. I know what it is. All right. So you conditionally accept it. I'm about to show you mine, but this is just a template. Okay, so that would be your first step. Matthew 20, I forget the verses. You agree with your adversary, blah, blah, blah. Your acceptance comes from UCC Article 3-419. Here's the problem with being half in private and half in the public. If you're still using your social, you gotta liquidate and close them accounts. Like you have to go get new accounts with your 82 numbers and your 98. Don't use the social anymore. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Liquidate it. That straw man is not yours. You can't use that name. That's why you're recreating your estate and trust. So stop, just get out of that, default them, and collapse the account. Stop trying to use that same account, open up new accounts. You have brand new credit anyway. It don't matter. Laura, go ahead. I'm gonna stop sharing. You pull up my shit now.
What do you want me to pull up?
Just the conditional acceptance. Because the rest is easy. We're going to show this. Then we're going to show Patricia's QSIP, how much it was worth, and the letter I wrote up. And then we can send everybody else the letter that they get once they get their QSIPs. This is how you end shit. You tort them. And if they don't respond, you liquidate the QSIP and you'll see. Just the last one we did, the last email you sent me, where we added the DMV.
Constructive or the tort?
Yeah, right there. Right there. So I changed this shit. I took the affidavit part out, put commercial complaint. I don't use the affidavit, so I forgot to tell you that. My bad. I got pictures of my pack too. I'm gonna email to Laurel. You guys can have pictures of my traffic tickets, how I did it, on the whole pack, the tort claim, standard form 95, 211. You see all that stuff, and the 3949A with the UCC. All right, go down. So this is just the facts of what happened. Which is every time I get pulled over, it's the same shit. Weed, suspended license, speeding, 95 and a 65, whatever, kidnapped, copyright infringement, same shit. Same shit every fucking time. I mean, every fucking time I see these cucks, every fucking time. So it's just what happened on the case, right? So if I'm suing them for estate embezzlement, in there I have, well, they created securities without my consent, blah, blah, blah. Copyright infringement. They came back with four contracts without my consent. Told homeboy it's $500,000 per. Told him private attorney general on they laughing. All right, cool. I mean, I'm over it all now. I get it. It's probably set up to do all that shit, and I know they were just following the orders. You know what I'm saying? But so this is your relief saw. You got, you know what I mean? Most of you guys put in claims and they tell you the same shit that we tell them, motherfucker. Like you put a claim in, you didn't tell me how I could, you gave me no relief. How can I make it even? How can I make you whole? Well, this is how you can make me whole. The DMV in New York owe me money, kid. And if not, you owe me a body, kid. They still put these cops around me. It's just shit. It was annoying. And then I text people, I'm like, yo, they be fucking with my, I'm good, man. I'm good. Mental health is good. I just need the gym, that's all. I miss that gym. So this is our relief. And then we tell them, well, this is what we want. I mean, cut me the check, man. And then here's the constructive notice. This is everybody that we're contacting. I had to contact the Secretary of State Pompeo because I was kidnapped. If you get arrested, they don't bring you in front of one of them fake judges and notaries. That's kidnapping. Period. And then they want you to bail. You tell them your bond is your word. They want money out of you. That's extortion. Fucking, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good. Go down. So I kept it simple. I'm in receipt here 15. It was 15 traffic tickets plus another 5 possession tickets, or 3 possession tickets that I had. So it was 18 tickets. Yeah, keep going. I said, yo, just proof of claim. Prove this. So this is what I put in the pack. This is, see, go down. Right there. That's what I put in my packs. Go down. It's just federal rules. So see, before I didn't use the averment. I didn't know how important it was. I didn't know how to utilize it or enforce it. So I read on it. And I seen who enforced it. Gene used to do these. Federal Rules of Civil Procedure Rule 9A is where you can find averments, negative averment. And then, so now when you get to these ones, that commercial affidavit you just seen, it's just the same shit of what happened. Just copied and pasted over to the averment. So I'm gonna go over this QSIP shit. I'm gonna show you guys how to claim a house, and I'm out. I'll see you next week, and then you guys know how to do it.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Because I got 3 houses I'm claiming right now, and I had to show proof of funds. And one of the builders is 8,000 square foot, and he left the down one of the basements that they knew I wanted a good big ass basement, so they finished the upstairs and they left the basements for me to roam in. So it was exciting. Let me tell you, I break balls about Jewish people, Islam, Vatican, all that shit. I'll tell you one thing: all roads lead to Hinduism, India, everything,
India.
everything, everything. So if you're Jewish or Christian or Muslim, it's all Hinduism. But you see, I'll get into it next week. When they started fucking up, what Alistair was, see, what the Illuminati was, the church was pagan as shit, right? And it wasn't, if you wasn't down with the pagan Jesus shit, you was getting your head chopped the fuck off, right? In the Inquisition. No, I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there this week. All right, pull up, I'm gonna save it for Saturday. Pull up Patricia's QSIP number. So Tara put me onto the QSIP shit, and Tasha put me onto the QSIP shit, and Tasha and Tara are the ones that be advancing me. And so here, let me stop my screen. So I got permission to show this to you guys. So let me show this to them, bro, because I ain't show this to nobody. So when they first sent me this, it wasn't filled out, and then I came back online and this shit was filled out for me. So this is PTK. Like I said, the end game is you get to the DTC. You will need to be a DTC participant. You gotta learn portals. If you have an administrative hold, Dean said that you gotta hit the check box on your 5444 form, the hard unlock. Other than that, I don't know why you got an administrative hold on that bitch. So this is showing you some really, really good info on how to link shit. So when people start asking me, well, how do you link it? This is how you fucking link it. Okay? And I'm going to show you some other shit that, okay? I'm fucking show nobody this shit because nobody gets this shit. Maybe you guys have, anybody got this? I guess a beast out there that I've listened to him or watched him or heard him is Tony King.
I got some experience with that shit.
Word. But so this is how, see, that's how you fill this shit out. Corporate. Eligible, see? 144A is your safe harbor.
We don't see your screen,
No,
PJ.
thank you. I was saying your screen's not showing.
We see your face, PJ, not your screen. You're not
My
sharing.
face is better than the screen.
There it
Man.
is.
I'm the
Uh-huh.
fuck down, man. Come through this. I'll fly out to Zealand tomorrow. So they blessed me with this. They filled it out.
Can you scroll up, Peter?
No. So here's your QSIP information. In Class G, I'll get into that on Saturday. I'll break down QSIPs. I'll break down how they're traded. I'll break down how to lodge them, break down how to sell them, break down your birth certificates and how to get your 5 million, because all my shit's prepared for that. You gotta have your checks prepared. You gotta have mad shit prepared before you do that shit. So, okay, so this is important. This is really, really important right here.
The wizard.
International Documentary Collection Instructions against acceptances. And it's misleading because one of the reads that I have from the DTC for the interview process, I'll pull it up and show you what I'm talking about. But so this is an important font. Okay. And from what I'm told, the DTC wants us to gain access to our accounts. They want us to be helping people out. They want us. So all that, I'll get into it and I'll show you how Aleister Crowley and satanic shit fucked this shit up. Because what happened was when John D and the Queen hooked up and they was doing Enochian language shit and they perfected the scribing and shit, they were manifesting or invoking the archons and shit. Then they learn from people that are being like sexually abused at a young age, like on a daily, they can suppress shit, right? So what that does is it destroys their personality, right? It fragments into a million pieces. And when they rebuild personalities, there's two personalities now, right? Multiple personality disorder or whatever. But when they're building that new personality, they're doing rituals, archon rituals, and they're attaching the archon to that other personality. You see what I'm saying? So you get one person, you can see one side of them, then there's a switch and there's that possession. And so when you're seeing that shit on the film, you're seeing them possessed and you're seeing that shit behind them with the frequency, that's what they're doing with the Enochian language and the sacrifice shit. That's why Trump is, all right. So it's, the reason why shit got out of hand is because of adrenochrome. And it's a drug, it's an aphrodisiac. You're supposed to get some crazy fucking high off it. I have no idea. But this is, they take little kids and they put them in, they kill them with crazy fear. And that produces the adrenochrome, and they kill them and they drain that shit out and they sell that shit. That's what the Clintons, all the Pope, the Queen, all them, that's what they involved in. And that's what Trump's taking, that's what everybody's getting taken out for. That shit's a wrap, fam. Fuck that. Fuck that. That's why shit's all fucked up, man.
Thank God. Thank God we're at the end of that game.
That's why this shit's all coming out. You gotta look into Tartaria and the Mud Flood, and you gotta see what the Napoleonic Wars was really about. It's all shit. All this bullshit, all this commerce shit is fuckboy shit from the phony Phoenicians. All your English language, it's all from the Phoenicians. Canon. That's when they talk about sons of Cain. It's not Jewish people, it's fucking Phoenicians. I let people talk their shit all the fucking time, but after Saturday, when I show you guys shit and other people, because there's certain shit you have to see, right? I just can't speak it to you. There's certain shit you have to see. Let me get back to this shit. Talk about fucking archives. All right. So here's more of the payment wizards with the DTC, and I'll go into, so see the bond number. That's your individual surety bond. So what this is showing you, this is how you're selling your Social Security card for $300 billion. This one she was doing for 98 million, or using her social for the 98 million, or whatever she was creating. Okay, and this is reflected here.
Okay. Do we already need our transfer license, like how we were getting our fins and all that already set up?
Yeah, you need all that shit. You need that shit. You need your strawman liquidated, controlled, liens, security interest, bonded, insured, put into your estate, have your 82, your 98, and then your non-for-profit taxes on private banking EIN. And then, so you don't even have to do these OIDs and shit no more. You can get your returns back just for the 1099A and shit and put the stamps. I'm going to show people the recoupment. Okay. So I'm setting my shit up. But, so that's what's reflected there. All right, Laura, pull up Patricia's Q-Sipping letter. So Tara hooked me up. Tara got a guy. Tara probably has his help. I have a couple of websites that me and Laura are going to look into. I just showed you how to look, what I got sent to me for Fidelity. It looked like that Freedom School gene shit or whatever. But, pulled up Patricia's form up. Yeah. All right, so this was sent to me as the Q-Sip. And you see how much that bitch is worth, right? 211 million. Now, okay, so show them the letter we put together. So this is just a notice. I'm saying, all right, listen, homie, we got the Q-Sip now. Let me see here. That's Aries. That's the Weimaraner pup. He's a good boy.
Oh, cute.
Mm-hmm.
Nice pooch.
He's a bitch.
He's cute.
Pitbulls for life, baby. Hold on. They're leaving. I'm gonna pick up their sister. 1 second.
Laurel? Hello?
Yeah, I think we're all paused for the moment.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What's up?
Hi, hey. Listen, is he gonna take questions today? Because I have one.
Yeah, I don't see why not. He probably will.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
All right, go down.
Okay.
My bad.
I like that.
Yeah, likewise. I like that. That's
Go down.
good stuff.
All right, second, I'm providing the Q-tip related to the case number. I'll be filing forms, You're in default. And we'll also be filing with Georgia Secretary of State. We'll liquidate and collapse the trust and recoup under UCC Article 9 it should be 304. Or it should be 340. And UCC 3-305 and 306. All right, you got the 340 over there. 3-305, so change the 9 to a 3. Cool. Okay, go down. I can hear you. Keep going. This is Gene. This is part of Gene's letter. Everybody's familiar with this. And then, all right. So you, Wells Fargo, Deutsche Bank, Trust Company, have failed to perform your duty as fiduciary trustee of the account. I've done a notarial protest against you in the account non-acceptance for payment under sections 3-501 and 3-505, subsection A, subsection B. Go down. Keep going. That's when it gets into the good stuff. And then we just add the letter rogatory with this. Keep going. And I pulled from Gene's Golden Key on this. I pulled from my commercial notes. What else I pulled from? A couple of my reads. Here's Gene's stuff right here. Boom, you give them a nice little example to show them, what the fuck you talking about, you know what I'm saying? And you just keep it moving. Because at the end of the day, fucking day, is your signature that gave them everything. So you loaned them everything. They just butthurt because you coming back for your money. And they could be butthurt, so let them be butthurt. Boom, balance sheets. Give me that. I need those. And then people talk about whenever you hear somebody talking about forensic audits, it's just a 95 cash flow statement and the B5 prospectus. That's it. But once you get your QSIP, see the 8281 now, it becomes more powerful because now you can put your QSIP on there with the OID and say, hey, look, I know what the fuck is going on here. I'm gonna tort claim, want my money back. And they're gonna settle. They're not gonna believe me. You fucking with cartels, don't forget that shit either. Once you get to that level when you fucking with QSIPs and shit, that's banking cartel shit. And that because it's in a fund and they're using that fund, homie. You know what I'm saying? You go and fuck somebody's money up, it's not healthy. So whatever they want to settle for, you settle. It's gonna be quadruple, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be in multi-millions, you know what I mean? They don't mind, I guarantee they don't mind losing 10, 15% of that. I'll take 1% of $1 billion every day, kid. Keep going down. That's the end, right?
That is.
All right. So there's that. Pull up the 3949A. I'm showing them how to claim that next week. They'll have all my stuff because I'm still taking the pictures. What are you doing, man? Can't you just sit down for 2 minutes? Huh? 2 minutes? I can't. Trying to think. Oh, automatic stays if the sheriff's coming to your house, just file a BK13, automatic stay, cancels all that shit. All right, so I forgot to tell you guys about this one. I didn't forget to tell you about this one, but I just don't go over it that much. Pull up FS form 1048. And this is the form that goes with your tort claim. So when you're sending your birth certificates out, this is the shit you fill out. When you purchase a car, you have to do a tort claim for your instruments, 3949A. Pull up that 3949A so I can explain the shit to them. And I'm gonna hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Let me see if I can pull some shit up without revealing some shit. And if I could do some shit, then I could do some shit. Hold on. Well, let me get my screen for 2 seconds. I'm gonna show you guys some shit. And so anybody that says my shit, my mentor shit don't work, hold this. This is my mentor shit. So what you're seeing here is a double book entry. See the check numbers, Dublin? And she's the one that sends out negative checks first. And then those negative checks get returned to her as a positive. Then she took her positive check and then sent it to the dealership. Then sent it for her house to the mortgage company.
Nice.
She sent it out where first, Peter? To the Treasury?
Shut the fuck up. No, so listen, when we're doing the acceptance, the negative, like we'll go back to the videos, the negative check goes to everything is going to the Treasury as of right now. When you get access to your master account, that's when you link up your Treasury accounts, your Federal Reserve account, and your DTC account. That's when you have your full access to it. That's what I'm doing right now. And I'm my last leg. That's when you can sell your Social Security account. Because you're going to be making crazy deposits, you know what I'm saying? And they're going to want to know how much, where you want to invest, how much you want to invest, how much you want in your bank accounts, how much you want access to at any given point. I'm sure there's protocols. So when you want to make probably like a $50 million purchase or a $100 million purchase, it's all controlled, family. You know what I'm saying? There's not going to just be like, hey, I'm putting a building up and shit. There's channels. Let me see if I can find something else. Hold on. Oh, she gonna be mad at me. She don't get mad at me today. Let me see. There's your negative and positive right there. See? Return checks. Positive million, 1.4. Her first original check, negative. So Brian, you can tell Jason to go. Anyways, pull up that 3949A. I'm out of there. I gotta get ready because I'm gonna go boost the court doors down in my city because my mayor ain't calling me, so I'm gonna make sure he hears me there. This is how you claim houses. You don't need a fucking realtor. You don't need a dealership. None of that shit. I'm gonna show you how to claim shit right now. You ready? Go down. You find your house in a newspaper. You get the meets and bounds. 1099A, the meets and bounds. Start your negative check. You lien the property. Go down. Okay, so this is what they're filling out. Look, organized crime, failure to pay tax, unreported income, failure to file return, earned income credit, other. Go down. I purchased property December 15th via Countrywide loan, DBA, district, da-da-da. There's the pages. That's their book page number. That's their meets and bounds. See what I'm saying? There should be like a east, west, number lot in there. Issued, blah, blah, boom. On December 5th, 2005, in accordance with HJ1, boom, boom, for the amount of 140 racks. A second bond issued on December 20th for 171,000 is violation. So what they did is, you see, is they took her loan for 140 and then they sent her a new one for 175. This is a violation of the Truth in Lending Act, Title 31. The 5118 D2 is they can't ask you any kind of specific way to pay them. They can't ask for a specific coin. So if they want a money order, a check, like, I'll give you a piece of silver, pay for the whole shit, bro. Okay, so are your book records available? Hell yeah, my books is good, baby. Clean hands. My hands is clean. Do you consider the taxpayer dangerous? Nobody's dangerous to me, but yeah. I'm a danger to myself. D, bank financial institutions that you went through. Bank of America, boom. Name of blah, blah, blah. Go down. Here's your link, go. Boom, same shit that we just read. Here's her commercial affidavit. Hold on. There's her proof of mailing. Notice the default judgment. She has the registered mail in there. Boom, 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 boom. Posted in the newspaper. Jay would like this shit. Go down. All that. Boom. Discharge. Boom. All that. Here, hold this. There's my nation's flag. Here's my seal. Hold that. Take pictures of the house. Claim that. That's mine. Give me that. Fuck, I look like somebody else look like they own some shit. That house look empty to me. Fuck, I look like I gotta go buy it from you. That shit is mine. Who needs the bill of exchange? I'm gonna contact my trustee. You're gonna get your money. Go down. Boom.
Who you
They put all their filings on Georgia.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this one, look. This one's halfway, I believe this one's halfway done.
Who are they listing as a debtor, Peter?
The mortgage company that had it for the listing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the big real estate company? Yeah, with the blimp, Allmax or some shit. I don't know. Anyways, whoever's making the
Remax.
listing, yeah, Remax. Whoever's making the listing in the paper, they the debtor. You the creditor, fam. Come in there and swoop that shit. Do it to a car. 1099A that bitch. You just acquired that shit. But if you don't have, see what happens if you don't have. She sends out negative treasury checks. Then she takes her bank checks. Once they take the treasury and they forward her that return check for the positive amount, she takes her bank check and sends them the positive amount. From what I'm gathering. But she's done it both ways. She's done it both with both treasury checks, and she's done it with the treasury check and then whatever, Fidelity or Regency that she uses. Edward Jones, Charles Schwab.
PJ, you know how I filed all my stuff in court for my foreclosure? So Santander, that's the bank that financed my Camaro, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they were going to repo it in December. Well, when I filed all this paperwork, I have notices now that I have like a month-to-month contract now. Everything changed, so I'm trying to figure out what happened, because they were like coming after me. But
QSIP. No, we got to get the QSIP. So I'm going to talk to Tara later, and me and Laura are going to go over a couple documents this weekend, and then I'll show you guys how to look up your own QSIPs. I also know how to look up your B5 prospectuses. I know how to do all this shit right now. So that Saturday will be an endgame thing. You guys will know from start to finish how to do your shit. I'm going to fill it out for you.
Today's Saturday. Saturday next week?
Yeah, next week.
Okay.
It's going to be a long one. I don't know. Maybe I won't do a long one. Maybe I'll just do a quick one with just new information. Probably just a quick one. I can't do these long ones, man. My butt be hurting. But next Saturday I'll have everything pictured and scanned in for everybody and all this stuff filled out so you can see it. But that's where I'm going with everything. You know what I mean? Patricia has her QSIP. I got my QSIPs. I'll give you the websites here.
well, either way, it stopped them for repoing my car.
You can file an automatic. You can file an automatic stay. Madeline, they repoed her car. She filed an automatic stay. The guy went back in there. They had to redo her starter key. They got it back for her.
Cool.
I didn't know how. I just see people. Sometimes people tend up to get they think it's their own path and shit, and they don't listen to other people sometimes. And I've done that with Tara a few times, and I learned quick not to do that shit no more. So I was so heavy into the indictments, and I was like, and they're like, isn't there something else you could do? Like, they kept asking me, and I'm like, nah, fam, what the fuck you mean? It's the counterclaim. What you want? I mean, we gonna insure it, default them, what they gonna do? And then it was like, well, you could just default them through a notary and go to International Complaint Court with standard form 95 and 211 with the 3949A and the 1048. And I was like, I'm gonna do it that way. So it's easiest. It's the path with the least resistance. It's the same. Nothing really changed except just the court, and we don't have to put the insurance in. That's it. Affidavit stay the same. Procedure still stays the same. Still gotta default them. You can't do none of this shit until you've exhausted your private administrative procedure. Because that's part of showing that you know who you are, you know how to administer your estate. Saying, whoa. I'll pay you, but first we're gonna have to see this, and that. And then, because if you are getting billed, that means you didn't set your shit up right. And you're using the social, don't use the social no more. So. QSIP, let me get the websites. The ones that I'll be looking, anyways, I'll be looking at them. 227. Oh, and you have to have a lien on your bonds when you go to sell them. Everything has to be lien. You're in amnesty law. All right, so I think I gave you guys ones. It's investingbonds.com and FINRA, FINRA.org. Oh, you see this? But that shit goes over CUSIPs right here. So yeah, just get your CUSIP. You guys can all have my letter. Put your information to the letter, hit the bank up, get them in default, and just follow your procedure. And when you go to liquidate that CUSIP, that's when they're gonna be like, all right, we gotta settle there, Joe. Let me pull up something real quick, love fun, and I'm out of here. Oh, hold on. Shot the gun too quick.
When you say lean on the bonds, you mean use UCC, do UCC1, Peter?
Yeah. I'm gonna show you why. If I can find. Damn, they took my folder too? Oh no, it's right there. You see my screen?
No, I can't see the screen.
Good. Gotta find this first. DTC apparently views its AAA S&P ratings really public propaganda, hence identifying vulnerability and attacking its standing by way of notice of lien against the bond in the event of enforcement is required. Everything with the BC, I remember, it's always the assignment, ABC, assignment for the benefit of the creditor. That's how you gotta remember. But you'll see all my paperwork and how I sent it out. I'm done. I'm out. Just linking up my accounts. I send this shit out, and then it's 30 days from there. I'm done. I'm out of here. And I'm going down to New York, expatriate, and going to the consulate, getting my IDs, and then see what happens from there. Hope they offer me some shit. What am I getting? Oh, here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. And if it's fuck anything, it's fuck sodomites, yo. Look up sodomites. This dude's a bull right here. Yeah, getting the sodomites. So I'm not gonna. It's this Lucifer and Satan ain't the same shit. I'll prove it next week. What is so when if you want to go against God, what's the worst thing that you could do to go against him? Not like damn him or anything. What are you gonna do? You're gonna change your sex, right?
Thank you.
That's the biggest fuck you to God is changing your gender, and that's what sodomites do. That's how they infiltrate it. And they sodomize young boys and shit. Sodomites, kill them all. All right, I don't want to end on that note, so I got to show you something else. I can't end on the bad note. All right, so when I talk about esoteric etymology, this is the bull right here. There's a couple other, I don't know if they're Moors, but you guys want to break the spell of El. Okay, Watch this video. It's good. He's a beast. There's another one on here.
You're not sharing the screen.
My bad. So Christopher Lloyd Clay. So I guys tell you all about Santos, and I've never watched any videos of Santos bad mouthing anybody, right? And then, oh, I learned who Santos learned from. I didn't know it at the time, but him, Truth Heresy 3. Let me see. I'll show you my subscribers. There's a bunch of dudes on here. I'll show you. These are my dudes that I watch too. This guy right here, Infinite Waters. I listen to him at least 3 times a week. I love this dude. Love this dude. Go check him out. Seriously. Infinite Waters. He's got a bunch of videos, Law of Attraction, everything. Plant proteins, everything. One of my favorites. Like top 5 guys. Right here, Alvin Jackson. Wicked smart nature path guy. I watch a bunch of his shit. I mean, a bunch of his shit. How do I get to my subscriptions or who I'm subscribed to? I don't even know how to work this stuff.
Scroll down under subscription.
Oh, right here. Okay. Alvin Jackson. Oh, he still got YouTube. Christopher, he was a beast. I don't know what happened to him. Let me see. CT for when I work out. Dr. Josh Axe is a good dude. All right, so this guy Gary, he gets into how you're not supposed to be eating meat, how it creates cancer, all this red meat and stuff all the time. I believe a keto diet and a paleo diet, if you're going to eat food, are the best diets for you. Intermittent fasting. I'm trying to get to the point of just, being a brethren and just no more food and just eating, protein from the sun or some fruits and shit, some nuts. There's the Infinite Waters. Oh, Jack McKagan is still on there. That shit's old. Kim, this one's when I was making like my apple cider vinegar drinks and the daily routine. Kim July, she's got all good drinks that you could drink throughout the day. She's got really clear, vibrant skin. I love this guy. I'll show you this dude. Love this dude. Love this dude. He's got 1 million. I mean, you want to cleanse your temple? He's got 1 million. 1 million fucking different kind of recipes. Wheatgrass, fucking gava. I mean, everything. Love this dude. Love this dude right here. Let me see. I haven't been on here in so long. Tobias Lairs, he's wicked. He's very smart too. He talks about Emmanuel. Truth Heresy, and then oh man. All right, so Christopher Cullen, if you want to get into esoteric etymology, he's top notch. Him and Christopher Clay Lord, these are 2 guys that I've watched for a while. I mean, I don't see anybody better than these guys. Let me find you the. Oh shit! Relax, my G. Let me show you this Hinduism shit. It's a 13-minute video, so you can understand what the fuck I'm saying, because all your language and everything comes from it. Like I always wondered how I studied shit and how I dissected shit. It's etymology. It's just finding the roots to everything, and then once you get to the root word of language, this is what it gets into. And then once you decode the language, and then you know what the old motherfuckers was worshiping. It's moon worship. The bull gods and the crescent moon, it's the bulls. You'll see. If you watch this stuff, it explains it. I can't tell it to you in 5 minutes. Here, let me type this in. Oh, I fucking typed in my little fucking. Oh, that's a long one. That's not the one.
Hey, PJ, I have a book that if you want to see that they can look at it to correlate everything. I got it from the half price bookstore for about $17, but it'll bring everything into perspective that what all those guys are talking about.
I see you, King. Magician's Fables.
And if you're
It's
a
an
woman,
awesome freaking book. It's an awesome
and if you're a woman, look up Dr. Jennifer Daniels, please, ladies. She is really awesome on health for women. I just thought I'd throw that in.
I'm trying to. It's different on my TV. Oh, videos there.
Sanskrit is a secret science grace. India is the birthplace of language, mathematics, religion, and it's the cradle of the human race. All roads lead to India. Sanskrit is the mother of all languages. That's the scientific point of Sanskrit is the most pure language. Sanskrit is the secret language of ancient Greek. It is also the source of European languages. Western scholars and archaeologists claim India is the cradle of mankind. And it is a world which is power, the man-minded, Nissan, Sabbath, Moses, Selah, etc. are all Sanskrit names relating to Hindu gods. In Judaism, one goes to a yeshiva, which is in Chinese, to learn Judaism, with the Hindu god Shiva obvious in the name. The Jewish ritual for the deceased is called a Shiva, which is a 7-day mourning for the deceased that's referred to as fitting Shiva.
Look at you, Laura. I see you. See what I'm saying? Look at. That's why I love the world. I love everybody. We all one. Look at. I love you guys. Follow your heart. Follow your dreams. Stay persistent. I'll see you next Saturday. Hotep. Love and light. Let love and light be with you. I'll see you guys next week. I love you guys.
Hotep.
Hotep, thanks.